Hello everyone. We have another SCRAWLRBOX. Let's find out what's inside.
Yes!
It's heavy. It's solid. Like this is multiple boxes of something? Okay. It's so solid. Wait, what? Bookmarks? I think we're making bookmarks. That's interesting. It's 20 sheets. What is going on? Flexi Creative Flexible Brush Tips. Washable inks, so they're water-based. Make your mark with the Creative Flexi markers. On-trend hand lettering. Good gracious. That's a lot of colors though. That's kind of awesome. And then we have a center pen liner. Okay, it's very light. And then we have something in Japanese with a brush. I think it might be gray. Another brush. So it's a felt brush and a pointier felt brush. And a Kohinoor hard move B pencil. And a Uncle Joe's mint ball. That sounds satisfying. Okay. This is interesting. So, an owl made of script. This reminds me, I'm fixing to teach calligraphy with my students, and one of the artists that I'm teaching them about is a street artist, kind of graffiti artist by the name of El Cid, and he does these really beautiful giant murals using text from the Quran in Arabic script, and it's so cool and so beautiful. And this makes me think of that. Like, I'm not saying that this is Arabic script, but it definitely has a textual feeling to it. Armen Azuri, aka Calligrapaint, a Syrian artist living and working in France, graduated from the Faculty of Fine Arts in the University of Damascus, Doctorate in Fine Arts at the Doctorate in Fine Arts from the University of Strasbourg, France. Based on contemporary calligraphy inspired from different alphabets like Arabic, Italian, and Cyrillic. Mixing these together to get his own imagined letter forms with a asemic elvish-like characters. The first written record in history of mankind was found in Ugrit in Syria. It is the cuneiform alphabet. The letter is a sign for each written word and carries a graphic movement such as constitute the abstract signs, blah blah blah. We always read into these. It looks like text. That's basically what it's saying. Zine. Again, it has a very Arabic text, like these points and stuff. Let's see. Simple liner, gray brush, the sticker, which is here. Pad shape that's a little different. Markers, And the Koh-i-Noor thingamajig pen. Okay. See, this is very, very much like Elseed. Okay. Because he does the same thing. He does the circle, he does the script in it, and then he does these colors. Hold on. I need to know something. Okay, they just do something very similar. They are not the same guy. Okay, cool. That's gonna be fun though. Let's see, things to try, different calligraphy type thingamajigs. Arts from last time around. Oh, look at the Frida Kahlos. Those look so nice. And this beautiful text ball. So nice. I am definitely going to possibly use this for my unit, because how funny is that? Let's look at the challenge. October. Calligraphy is the main theme, and let's see. Asemic aesthetic. Using lines and symbols that look like writing, but do not have any meaning. Relating to the enjoyment of study of beauty. This is gonna be hard. Let's figure it out. So I'll be 100% honest with you guys. This is the second attempt I made. The first time I tried these materials, I tried to do a cool dinosaur skull, and it looked great. And then I outlined it with black, and then I tried to make it better by coloring a black background, and it was a monstrosity. Like, proper terrible. So I slept on it. Left it alone. Came back the next day with a better idea, and it's not exactly towards the prompt, but I had this idea of a cute little character with some part of it. Honestly, the main idea was one of the little characters from Journey with the ridiculously long scarf, but then I didn't really want to copy that, so I wound up with this like foxy animal bro, but exploring through worlds that were different written texts. This first one is Ancient Babylonian. I knew what the other three texts I wanted to do were, but this one was a struggle, and I decided to go with it because it's very, very angular and interesting. And when I separated the colors, this was going to be my neutrals. And I felt like Ancient Babylonian and neutral colors would go together. And it's kind of the beginning of our story with our little dude. I think it's super cute. The hardest part about this was the skinny paper, like bookmarks. And honestly, I'm going to take these and I'm going to take them to work and I'm going to laminate them. And I'm going to give them to my husband as bookmarks because they're cute. They're bookmarks. But as far as actual paper to draw on, it was hard. I'm sure I can pocket this paper for some other special occasion, bookmark themed special occasion. But for now, it was difficult. So for my cool colors, so I had the magenta and the purple and the blue. I went with Asian characters. I think I was looking at Chinese, but honestly, I was just kind of looking at Google, and I know that's terrible. But I wanted to kind of have a shape language evolution of written language. And I know these are from like all over the world, but I felt like it was really neat that the Asian characters kind of had some of the straight lines and some of the similar shapes to the Babylonian, with the start of some curves, and that's kind of shown in the next two more and more. It's building. Our little foxy dog looking thing with an insanely long tail is starting more into his little adventure, leaping and frolicking through the language shapes. I think the color combinations on each of these bookmarks or pages is pretty chill and pretty soothing. I kind of like it. These things took longer to dry than I thought they would, especially the black on the black and white one. It wound up all over my hand. I'll show you later. But it was messy. So now we've got my, it's like turquoise, teal, green, and lime green colors, and I'm doing Arabic text style. And again, I'm just picking random letters. Getting the idea. I wasn't trying to write any words, and I wasn't trying to do too much of specific one language or the other. I was just trying to get the feeling, and you're starting to get more curves and less straight lines, but they still exist. And yeah, I really like the color combination on this one. It's kind of my favorite colors in general. And our little dude guy is exploring more, and I had a lot of fun once he got farther back into the scenes with his tail, because it started like drooping and twisting and turning with all of the letters, which was the main idea of this whole series collection. But he's just so cute. More about his little life in this colorful little world of words, language, letters. I don't know. This prompt made me struggle, guys. It was not easy. So we started with Babylonian, and then we did kind of Asianic texts, and then we did Middle Eastern, Arabic-esque texts, and then we ended with fancy European script, kind of throwing out a lot of the straight lines and going super curly cute with my reds, yellows, and oranges. And I think altogether you can kind of see an evolution. And no, it's not a real evolution of language because they're from all over different parts of the world, and I'm pretty sure it didn't happen in this order. But shape language-wise, I think it's pretty good. The fine liner works like a fine liner. It's not my favorite fine liner, but it worked. The pencil worked like a pencil, as pencils do. These are water-based calligraphy pens, and I don't know if I particularly liked or hated them. The colors are beautiful and bright. And I kind of really liked how they layered with the loopy tail. But I wasn't like taken away with them. I've added them to my water-soluble markers. But look at them! All together! There's my messy hand. Like, I wasn't joking that my hand got all smudgy, and there's a bunch of smudges on the neutral one. Anyway, I hope you thought these guys were kind of cool. I liked them. It was an interesting box. I'm happy that came out in the end, but I wish I could have done something cooler. It's a cute little almost story. It'll make nice bookmarks. Anyway, thank you to our patrons. Mom, Dad, Jamie, Cindy, Kaze, and Hans. You guys are amazing and put up with way too much nonsense from me, and I really appreciate your patronage. And until next time, I'll see everyone later. Bye!